Hey everyone, I am finally back doing another video where I can actually sit down and talk. I am in my new apartment and I've set everything up, so I'm very happy. I finally have a desk, and today, I don't know if you can see my shirt, it's Jurassic Park. So I wanted to finally talk, do like a whole Jurassic Park overview video. I talked about wanting to do this video like a month and a half ago, maybe a month ago, whenever I saw Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So I really kind of wanted to recap since, you know, we've had 5 of these movies now. So, yeah, 5 of these movies now. So, like I kind of just want to go over rankings, strong points, low points, and about what we can hope for in the next and final Jurassic World movie. You know, if they stop at 3, which I think they will, but we'll see. So, I want to go over my personal rankings of these movies. I looked at Rotten Tomatoes yesterday, and it is not correct, in my opinion, with the rating system that they gave. You know, Rotten Tomatoes is just, they'll do whatever, so, you know, but from a fan, it's me. So I'm going to go over the rankings, and then, you know, give a little chit-chat about each one. Also, if you hear something, it sounds like somebody's skateboarding downstairs. Yeah, they're definitely skateboarding. So yeah, there's lots of sights and sounds, so, woohoo! First off, number 1 is going to obviously be Jurassic Park. The original is so good. I watched it last night because Shannon had never seen Jurassic Park, and like, I don't know how you can go through your life not seeing Jurassic Park because it's one of the greatest movies of all time. It's probably my favorite movie of all time. Everything is amazing. It's kind of like a combination between a horror film and an action and an adventure film, and it's like, oh my god, like, I'm kind of introduced to most everything, and the animatronics are fantastic. Like, what more can I say? Jeff Goldblum. Like, everybody's fantastic, the movie's fantastic, the script's fantastic, the characters are fantastic. It's amazing. The only low point I have to say would be the CGI. It's not good, but the movie came out in 1993. Also, there's that one scene where Dennis is talking to the guy, like, on the boat, like, or the guy going to the boat, and it's a video recording, but it's supposed to be live. Like, this doesn't make sense. There's a bunch of outdated technology, but it's 1993, so, you know, when you make a movie, I don't think they're expecting it to really matter for 25 years down the road, but I think it still holds up, so I shut the camera. That is my favorite, and I think everyone can agree it's the best one of these. My second favorite has to be Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I really enjoyed it. That's the one that I thought deserved the number 2 slot. So Rotten Tomatoes put this one at like number 4. My problem is with the World movies is that they're kind of copying their Jurassic Park predecessor, whereas like Jurassic World is like trying to copy Jurassic Park, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is trying to copy The Lost World. The Lost World's not, like, I like The Lost World, but it's not that great of a movie, so they kind of just improved on everything from The Lost World. After the first like 30 minutes or so, it stops being like The Lost World, whereas like in Jurassic World, it took about an hour and a half for it to stop being exactly like Jurassic Park. So I feel like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was more so like its own movie, which we haven't seen in the newer versions of the films. I think it had one of the best opening scenes. I'm trying to remember, I saw this movie like a month and a half ago, where there's like isn't the mosasaur attack? The mosasaur gets out, I know that for sure, and then like the T-Rex intense. I'm very vague on what happens. I should have probably rewatched it before talking about this, and you know, I kind of wanted to, but like, I didn't have time to film this before. But I felt like Ian Malcolm was more Ian Malcolm in this movie than he was in Lost World, and he was the star of Lost World, so that's not very good. I mean, it was great for this movie, so that was fine. And I also started off this movie like, oh, why do they care? Just let the dinosaurs die, you know? And then they go to the island, and then you see that scene where the Bronchiosaurus is like crying as the island gets covered in ash. I sobbed. I can't. I was a dinosaur girl in middle school, so I can't deal with seeing these dinosaurs die. It's just depressing. I thought a lot of the dinosaurs they have were very cute. I like they had the Allosaurus. He's not cute. But I like they had the Allosaurus on the island, and the T-Rex fought off the Allosaurus because, like, you got to see more actual dinosaurs versus, like, these weird genetic hybrids. Like, I get that's what they do, but versus these weird genetic hybrids. So, like, I enjoyed the Allosaurus. I don't remember what the names of half these dinosaurs are. I feel like such a big dinosaur girl. But basically, like, the little one that helps them break out, that was so cute. I appreciate that. And there were, like, Triceratops, and just, you know, seeing all the different dinosaurs was great. I like the change of location. It had some pretty good fight sequences, too. I just remembered the copies were in this one. Yeah, I like that a lot, too. But as far as weaknesses go, Claire was just, I know a lot of people really like her and I want to like her, but she was so annoying to me the entire time. It makes no sense as to why she would be a dinosaur activist after the events of the first movie. Like, they didn't even set that up very well. And then, you know, it's the same sort of deal as they go back to the island and get tricked. Like, that's what happens in Lost World. The little girl cloning storyline felt very weird. Like, I don't know, it just came out of nowhere. Well, it didn't come out of nowhere because everyone was saying that they could see that plot twist coming from a mile away, but I was like, I don't really care. I don't know. They just force children into these movies and expect you to care about the kid because we cared about the kids in the first one. Like, no, not really. Like, you gotta still develop your... The kid has to be developed and a good child actor. I didn't like... What did they think? What do they call that thing? Indoraptor? That thing. I swear to God. I was in the theater and it was making whatever horrendous noise it was making. And, like, I felt like my ears were gonna shatter. Like, I get it, it's dinosaur, it has to be loud, but why have this thing? You're like, these people are just stupid. They're stupider in every movie. I just can't. I didn't really, yeah, so I didn't like the fake, I didn't like the Indoraptor. I thought it was corny. I don't know, I like my big bad, my T-Rex. I'm devoted to my T-Rex, I'm devoted to my Velociraptor. Yeah. But, you know, the dinosaurs, when, oh my God, when Blue looks, they're like, well, we'll save you, we'll help you, we'll bring you somewhere safe. And then Blue looks at the cage, and then looks at them, and then she, like, runs off. I was sobbing. I was crying, man. I liked the ending, I liked the way it went, and I was like, welcome to Jurassic World. So it's like finally something new. Like, we've escalated the situation. We're into different territory, so we don't have to worry about Jurassic World 3 being Jurassic Park 3. Because, like, they shouldn't even try to remake it, because it's not worth being made. Get into that. We're 2 down. So we got Jurassic Park, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and then Lost World, Jurassic Park. I really like Lost World. You know, it will never be Jurassic Park. That's just the thing, and when they made it, that was the big problem with it. A lot of people think this movie is a lot worse than it is. It's not. It's just not Jurassic Park. Like, following it up, I get it. It's a disappointing sequel. But, like, there's a lot of positives. I mean, there's a lot of great dinosaur attacks. So like if you want a movie with a lot of dinosaur attacks, watch Lost World. It doesn't have a massive amount of plot, but it has a lot of dinosaur attacks. And then Jeff Goldblum is very not Jeff Goldblum in this movie. Like he's very, I remember watching the Honest trailer and they were saying, they pulled the quote from the first movie where Hammond is saying, oh, he suffers from excessive personality, and then he was incredibly stoic and bland in The Lost World. Like, this doesn't even make any sense. I mean, but I love Jeff Goldblum, and the cast is good. The cast is good. The plot is meh. There's a lot of good dinosaur attacks, that's a plus. Everybody hates the gymnastics scene. I just thought it was a little dumb, but I didn't hate it. But by far the best part of The Lost World is when that T-Rex busts out of that containment and it gets out into San Diego and it's running around. That thing, that scene, I love it. I love it. Apparently it's from the first book. Which I need to read the Jurassic Park book, but it's from that. So like I was very happy with that. And that was another thing from Fallen Kingdom where like the Indoraptors go into the house and it's like creeping around. It's a blatant copy from Lost World, Jurassic Park, when the T-Rex is sneaking up at the house in the window and after he eats the dog. But you know, it's an average movie. I like it. A lot of people don't like it, but I like it. So then after Lost World, Jurassic World. I know some people may be mad it comes in a number 4 on my list, but look, the first hour to an hour and a half are a blatant copy of Jurassic Park. And in my opinion, they're kind of a cheap copy because you're not going to be the first movie, so why even try? I get, you know, they could pay homage to it. I feel like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom pays a lot more homage to Lost World, whereas Jurassic World just copies Jurassic Park. And like, is that necessary? You don't need to copy it. Like, I get they want to get the success. And, like, there's so many differences. First, they bring in a pair of siblings who don't like each other, like sibling children who don't like each other, and they're off. Their mom dumps them off somewhere because their parents are getting divorced. That's exactly the case in Jurassic Park. They get left with some person who's not paying attention to them, which is, you know, the whole situation with the lawyer. And I think like Wu being a villain is real weird. Like, it's just a random character from the first movie, and then they like decided he's now an evil villain. I didn't really. The damn Indominus Rex was okay. I could deal with him. He wasn't bad to me as the Indoraptor. I can get over, a lot of people are like weirded out by how you could train a Velociraptor. I'm like, well, it's a movie about dinosaurs, okay? It's like, does it have to be that realistic to you? So that didn't bother me. I liked Blue. I liked the dinosaurs a lot. God, the guy's idea to like make them weapons is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So that's when it becomes a movie of its own, but like the guy's motives are just real dumb. I really like the Mosasaurus. I like the Velociraptors. I wish I came up with more similarities because there are. Anyway, on to the lowest point. I think everyone can agree with this is Jurassic Park 3. Didn't even give it a title because it's just trash. It should be Jurassic Park 3 belongs in the garbage. Slight camera angle change, and I will move a little bit. Okay. Because my camera's overheating, so there's that. So let's start recording. Anyway, we were talking about the trash can that is Jurassic Park 3. The only good part of this movie is I like the Pteranodon. I wish they would have introduced the Pteranodons earlier so that they wouldn't have been disrespected and being in Jurassic Park 3, but it's decent. Like, it went with it. Like, they had a big bird cage. I think that would have been really cool to expand on, which they did have in Jurassic World. See, that was cool. I'm glad to see the Pteranodons in this universe because, like, they're a very cool dinosaur that we didn't see in the Jurassic Park movies that much. But, oh my god. Spinosaurus is so ugly, so dumb. Like, ugh. They could have made it a lot cooler. The thing dwells near water, which they only expanded on the last scenes. Like, that was kind of, I guess that was interesting. Because, like, because of Jurassic Park River Adventure and that scene in the book where, like, the T-Rex starts swimming after them, I desperately want to see a scene like that that is good. It'd be so good if they're on a boat and they get attacked by a dinosaur. Like, that's what I want to see. This movie's bad. The acting is terrible. Téa Leoni, like, I don't know how she got work after this movie because it's just not good. Sweetie, it's not good. She's like yelling. Sam Neill has no personality. He doesn't even want to be there. Like, it's clear. Oh my god. The Velociraptor. It's like the best thing ever. I died. It's hilarious when a Velociraptor literally starts talking. But, I mean, it's in his head, but it's still hilarious. This Spinosaurus, I just didn't like it. Like, he kills off the T-Rex instantaneously so that you think he's, like, the big bad, which he is, but, you know, nothing will replace the T-Rex. Are there even Velociraptors in this movie? I literally don't even remember. I feel like there has to be. It's a Jurassic Park movie, but, like, I don't remember. It got out of my mind. The Honest trailer was just so accurate that it's like their dinosaurs are earth-shatteringly loud, like they're massively loud, but then they sneak up on everybody. Like, how are they doing that? Spinosaurus sneaks up on people like multiple times. This movie's just bad. And I'm so glad we're done with that. Like, can't. That's one I'll never rewatch. I'll rewatch the first 4 on my list. I will not rewatch Jurassic Park 3. It's just not worth your time. If you've not seen it, it's not worth your time. It's worth watching the Honest trailer because it's funny, but anything other than that, it's not worth your time. So, what do I want to see in Jurassic World 3? A new plot. Something new, something we've not seen before, which I think is where we're going. So, you know, a completely new storyline. You know, there's no park, we're not trying to establish some sanctuary somewhere. We're not doing this. The dinosaurs are out. They're out in the world, and people are going to have to live with this. We saw in the post-credit scene Pteranodons flying over the mini Eiffel Tower in Las Vegas. So maybe we get a completely different location change. I would like to see that. You know, if they do San Diego, let's just Lost World again. So we see how they adapt, how they survive, how they fix this dinosaur problem. What happens to it? Are they becoming a new species? Or not a new, like a part of being protected by endangered species? Like, what's gonna happen? I'm very interested in seeing that. But as long as we have a good plot that's unique, I think we have very strong hopes of where to go in the next one. So I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see this family dynamic between Owen and Claire and this, I don't remember her name, the little clone girl. I'm excited for that. So, yeah, that's basically it. If you like the Jurassic Park movies, or the Jurassic whatever we're calling this, the dinosaur movies, if you like them, give this video a thumbs up. What's your favorite dino movie? Feel free to comment that down below. Please comment down below. Do you agree with my list? Do you think that Jurassic World should have been higher? Did you see Jurassic Park 3? Is it as bad as I said it is? You know, leave all your thoughts down below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.